Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of our podcast series, The Founders Lab with Krishna Kumar. And today we have Mr. Krishna Kumar, AI architect and MVP consultant, to guide us through our queries and doubts and everything. Very welcome, sir.
Thank you. That is the first one we are doing on the MVP. This has been specifically designed for you looking into today's the economic turmoils and also the warmongering across. We feel that most of the startups dilly-dally thinking whether I should go ahead or stop and look for a job again or start do something else before the world stabilizes, then I will restart on my MVP or on my startup. So all the founders, one suggestion advice to you is, over the years, this is a cycle. Every 5 years, 6 years or 10 years, you find a cycle of recession coming in. It can be in any form. This initial stages can be a bank that the Lehman Bank broke off 15 years back. That was a major recession period. Same way, it could be a war, it could be something else. But this cycle continues. Any journey of a startup or a business is not a straight line or a straight highway. It's always with speed breakers in between. Now, the only thing is how much you prepare yourself basically for the fall. You should be prepared, you should know that to what level I'm going to fall and keep your things ready at that stage so you don't get into the death valley. You get an option to get out of that and grow faster than where you were with this fall. Because in this fall, what happens is a lot of startups who are, or any companies who are not prepared for this, they fall in death valley, and at the end of the day, unfortunately, they have to close shop because the pressures are so huge, the financials are so bad, and they're forced to do that. But there are a few, or 10% of this, who jump faster and do better after these recessions. The reason is they didn't leave or drop or didn't take the risk that was available during this downfall, and they were prepared for this downfall. The most they are saying, you work for the best, but always prepare for the worst and be ready for the worst. The same way, you need to prepare your visions, you need your growth plans, but always have a plan B that can help you when the whole environment goes against you, goes against the business models. And you should be prepared for that. If you're mentally, physically, and also with a proper game plan, you're ready for that, then this is the growth phase for you, because you have lesser number of competitors, you have a market that is stagnating, doesn't know what to do, and you're coming up blah with something else. And that makes a hit.
Yeah, that's a great perspective to think about. Okay, sir, let's start with the basics. Everyone talks about MVP before launching their startup. But the term MVP seems to mean different to different people. What does an MVP actually supposed to be, and why does many founders get it so wrong?
Basically, MVP is a 3-letter word, but it has a very great perspective and a deep meaning behind that. It's a minimum viable product if I just expand it. But what it is, that is the story of your idea. And that is the story or the idea that you created, which is going to help lots of people in this world do something better, do something faster, do something easier. If any of these things don't matter in this whole concept of the startup, your business is not viable and it's not going to grow. It cannot scale.
Okay, so an MVP should be solving a real problem.
It should be a real problem that your ICP customers, everybody in the world may not have that problem, but there is your particular niche of people who are facing this problem, and you are trying to solve this problem for that particular niche. And for them, this should be a real pain which should be affecting the 3 things I mentioned, either their time, their money, the peace of mind. One of that, if they affect that, this is going to be successful.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. But if the concept is really that simple, why do many founders hesitate to launch? Why do they take so long to launch their MVP?
That's basically a human characterization here. It's not much about business, it's more about a human being. Actually, what happens, like you have a baby or a pet, a small one, 2 months old or 3 months old, then that becomes your life. Your everything revolves around that. Whereas we should get out of that, and in a business, you should not be revolving around a business, whereas your business should be revolving around you. That's the major difference here. Why people fail and why people get successful. So once the business starts revolving around you, then that becomes a part of your life. You run the business along with your life. On the other way, you run only your business and not your life. So what happens here? There is one more major criteria that changes. Your focus. That's the most important thing. Your focus, your dedication, your commitment. If these three things are strong enough that it is only your business model, then you're successful.
Okay.
In the first phase, what happens is, this business, you revolve around you are in the business, you are inside the business, and along with that, you have a lot of other things that you need to do. And you cannot, your family, your friends, you have a lot of other things, maybe if you are doing something else for income, all these things are there. Here, what happens? Your business model is in the initial forming stage. It does not give you results. It does not give you money. But it gives you a kind of feel, a high. That is what makes you keep on doing that, keeping on together, keeping a dog pet in your lap always. Whereas on the contrary, a dog actually should be trained on the floor. It should be walking around, it should be running around, but you don't want to do that because you want it near. This is what normal founders do with the MVPs or do with their business ideas, and they get stuck with that.
Okay, so you are saying that there should be a balance between...
More than balance, it should be about your focus, your dedication and commitment towards that.
Okay.
If that is there, if your dedication, your focus and your commitment is 100% towards your business model, you put your right focus on that, you don't diverge from that, and you know exactly what needs to be done, what does not need to be done.
Okay.
Problem we all have as human beings is we have a lot of knowledge of what to do, but we don't know what not to do. Unless you know what not to do, and that is what we call wisdom. If you don't have that, that is where you start failing.
Yes. Okay. So they should filter it out.
Exactly. They should filter it out. They should be 100% focused on to that same thing and nothing else. If you do multiple things, it's one brain, one human being, one life, one day. You have to split your times. So if you start splitting, it always, you defocus on that.
Yes.
That's where most of the startups lose the initial sprint and initial speed of launch.
Okay. So if I ask, what would be the 3 honest reasons a founder is delaying their launch? What would be?
It's more of emotions, less of technology, and some parts of the risk-taking factor. See, what happens is every startup owner is fearful of judgment by the actual users. Now, if you launch something, you're going to get feedback. It may not be 100% or even 50% good ones for you. It will be criticism of a lot of them. They're afraid of getting this criticism. So they keep on saying, yes, I'm polishing it, I'm polishing it. So unless you give it to the customer, you're not going to get the criticism. But you get the feel that I'm a founder and I'm working on something. That work, I'm putting in a lot of effort working on something, and you are happy with that high you get with that. You are not ready to take a negative criticism or something that can help you grow. You don't take in a positive stance. This is what most of the founders are fearful of. One of that. Second is perfectionism. There are a lot of people in this world, especially the founders, because it's their baby, they have given birth to that. They look at perfect. Everything should be perfect. That font size should be perfect. The logo should be perfect. The color of the logo should match with them. This kind of perfectionism is what delays the launch. And to be honest, nobody is interested about that.
Yeah.
Now, if you go and purchase a Ferrari, more than the color of the Ferrari, you are interested in, if you kick on the accelerator, how powerful it's going to go.
Yes, obviously.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So, same way, this is one of the features. Then there is an addiction of many of the founders. I have been working with founders for more than 1.5 decades now. Many of the founders hang on to the option, I need one more feature, I need one more feature, one more feature. The addiction of adding features is too much. One of the reasons for that is the first one I told you, the fear of judgment. But yes, the addition of features is one of the other addiction that delays the whole thing. And what happens once they finally launch, they find that the customers never ask for that. They never want that. The problem that you are going to solve is hidden behind these features, and it doesn't come out. So that is where a lot of founders finally, after putting in efforts of a year, 1.5 years, in making it perfect, making it with lots of analytics, reports, blah, 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 they find the customers are not interested in that. So this is one of the reasons why customers don't come back to you or don't use it, because they are overwhelmed by the kind of features and functions that they are given. That can happen over a period of time. Like I said earlier also, it's a kind of what we say, a comfort zone for the human. If I have a problem, if there is something I can click on that and it helps me solve my problem, I would need only that.
Yes.
And once I get used to that, then if something new comes, I will be open to going to that. But if this major problem is hidden behind a lot of functions, features, blah, blah, new things inside the car, then it's not what customer needs. He doesn't spend time in trying to dig out and find what is the problem. We need to tell them this is what it is and here it is for you.
Yeah.
So the earlier you launch, the more chances of your getting successful is there. Maybe the font is different in two different sites, no issues. It doesn't make a difference. What makes the difference is, does it solve my pain? If it solves my pain, I'm okay with that.
Yes.
These three things, if any founder can take care of, chances of his being successful are pretty high. If you can converge that with the 3 points I mentioned, the focus, the dedication and confidence, then the chances of your growing, it's not chances, you're getting successful, that's 100% right. The only thing is, if the pain that you have found out is a real pain or just a superfluous pain. If it's a real pain, you are successful.
Okay, so founders should stop fearing the reality check.
Exactly. Reality check is very important for them. Without reality check, how do you know?
Yeah.
Because you are building something with the expectation, with an idea that this is going to work. But have you really tried it out? There's a story. It's not a story. It's a real time happening. There was one guy who had some millions of dollars with him. He was doing multiple businesses. He wanted to start a new business. He didn't do any research onto that. He had the money. He had got some consideration. This is a good business. He started a manufacturing firm for biscuits for dogs. Okay. And he put up a high-tech factory with good things, good marketing, good launch with VIPs coming in. When it was launched, he found that for the first 2 months, there was a good sale. After that, sales went down. People were not purchasing it, whereas it was stocked in all the places. All the marketing efforts were done. There was a lot of marketing hype being created, but still it was not being sold. He had a bigger company, I will not say some names, bigger company to do a consultancy onto this by paying $1 million for that. They came back with a report. It was finally, dog didn't like it.
Okay.
This what happened, the initial purchases, everybody purchased with a hype. When your dog down 8.1 or 8.5, then if next day if you give it doesn't like it doesn't eat it. It smells and goes away. Now the question here is, have you ever asked a dog what is it like?
Yeah, the real customer.
That's a real guy. I'm not saying a customer is a dog, but yeah, a real customer. Have you really asked the customer what you like it? So instead of all this hype being created, if you could have put up a small shop and tested out this on dog, you should have known the answer earlier rather than spending so much of money, time, effort, and everything.
Yeah.
So this is what every founders of startups or stealth should be doing.
Yeah. Okay, the feature addiction seems to be a real problem many founders fall into. So how can they know, like, when can they realize that they have built too much?
When you have lost all your money, you know you have built too much now. Actually, what happens here is, every product I'll give some stories or backgrounds onto this. Every product that's doing good in the market today has become $1 billion company today. Have you just gone to the backs and seen what they have been doing? For example, take Airbnb. What they did? They were just renting houses or renting rooms.
Yeah.
Simple as that, nothing else. And what they have today?
Yeah.
Everything under the sun. Take Dropbox. It was just a file storage system for you. When the internet started becoming available, they put up a storage system where the file can be stored. That's all, nothing more than. What was Uber? Uber was just a taxi hailing company.
Yes.
Now what they do? Take WhatsApp, that's very prominent nowadays after Facebook took it over. When WhatsApp started maybe 10 years back, 8 to 10 years, something like the exact numbers, I don't remember, 8 to 10 years, I was one of the first users of that. I was an Android version. I had to purchase a phone to use that because I was an iOS user, vivid iOS user. Now what happened is they just started with the base level Android version, which just gave you the option to connect your phone number and send messages. Now all the features, the calling, the security, encryption, attachment, everything is new. Same way, there are still some startups who do it that way. And they are the guys who are getting successful because they are testing the market and testing to know if my ICP, what kind of users they are, what is their profile, what kind of phones they use, what kind of internet connection they use, and I give them the basic version which can help solve their problem and get accustomed to. If that works, then you get funding. There are funders who are doing only this. Take a part of your cake and they pay you money for that. Use that, grow it, add on features. For adding on features also, you will get feedbacks. Use that. Don't use only your thought process. It doesn't work. Every human being has a different thought process. Same way your ICP customers have a different thought process. You need to get the actual fearful feedback from them.
Okay.
The real criticism from them. And that is what the feedback is.
So market research do play an important role.
More than market research, it's about the validation of your concept.
Yes.
Of your idea, of your pain. The validation has to happen with real customers.
Yes.
Not your friends, not your family, because they will keep on giving you feedback. This color doesn't suit me, that color suits me. Every brand has a different concept of eyes. Maybe that guy is colorblind. We don't know. But it's the real paying customer who is going to tell you, yes, I like this thing. Yes, would be happy if this can be done. Because he's paying you. He is an avid user for you. He is the actual customer for you. Use their feedback. There are some people, noisy people, who keep on giving feedback to you. You must have seen in your life. You ask for one suggestion, he'll give you 10, 15 suggestions. And those suggestions don't make a real difference in your life, nor in your customer's life. We should understand that. Don't start building on those. I had some examples in my last 3-4 years of development of MVPs. We built a big application where he had a few people who were his kind of mentors or advisors. They used to give all sorts of rubbish kind of advices. This color is not good, this color is not this year's color, this color is not what Americans like, this color is not what Indians like. This don't matter. We should understand that because we are investing our time, our effort, our money into this. We should understand that we take a decision where this needs to stop. And while doing that, always have a team that has been doing this. They have the skill set. Their chemistry and your chemistry should match. Any development team, if your chemistries don't match, it's going to be a failure.
Yes.
It's not about money. They may ask for more money. You may need to pay more. But if your chemistries, your thought process, your business logic, he understands and explains it back to you in a way better than you can do, he's the right guy for you. Take those teams always to work with.
Yeah.
And don't judge teams by you had some past experiences. Days change, teams change, knowledge change, way of working change. Use new.
The chemistry with the team really does matter.
I've been talking to founders, and the first thing I tell, let's get on to call.
Yes.
Let's understand if both of our chemistries match first. Then we can think over what the project is, what the business logic is, what kind of investment we want to hear, what is the MVP. That's secondary. If your chemistries don't match, it's like they're getting married basically.
Yeah.
Maybe for not lifetime, but yes, at least for a good number of time where you're going to make your career, make money. It's actual marriage. Do you marry off the shelf? Do you marry saying what is cheap? No. Same way, this is what is going to happen.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. Any startup founder should keep that in mind. It's not money, it's the chemistries that make the difference.
I think many founders fear that their product may look basic or unsophisticated for the market when they launch early. So I think that is stopping them launch early with a basic MVP.
No, what's stopping them is they look at their competitors.
Yeah.
And they try to study their competitors. They study the competitors on where they are today.
Okay.
And now if they get a feeling inferiority complex within them, an ego within them, that if this is something lesser than what is already there, how I will be successful. And that's wrong. You're launching for a particular ICP, for a particular niche of customers, and they have their own requirements. Now, I'll give you an example. There was a guy who spoke to me a few months back. He wanted to create a small taxi hailing app as a community service for a small community within the area. They had few people who are drivers, who had taxis, and maybe 15, 20 people, or 100 maximum, if you could expand that area a bit more, 100 people. He wanted to create a small app within this so that all of them could share the work that is available, and so that the drive is not missed and someone else takes over. Now he comes and talks to me, I want something like Uber. Did you ever think what Uber is, what's its market size, what market is catering to, what is this niche? You want something very simple, very small. If we understand this, you are lucky, and that's the first step towards a success.
Yes.
Else, this is the first step towards a failure.
So they are comparing their MVP with the current stage of their competitors. They are not looking at where the competitors started.
Exactly. See, every business, you can exactly compete with anybody. Then it's not a business model.
Yes.
Business model is, there is a new pain which you are catering to, or there is a new segment of people, or new niche of people who are catering to, with the same pain, which has not been catered to by them.
Yeah.
Or there is one particular thing, maybe in cost, maybe in feature, that you are going to give, which is the competitor. If there is nothing new, then this is not a business model. You should not be doing this business. Go and work for the competitor.
Yes.
You learn better than that. See, always understand this. Startup owners or stealth founders should understand that business is not a smooth road to drive in. It's like you are on a rough seas. And even financially, you are putting in a stake for them. You are putting in your money, your effort, your time, your reputation that you build over the years on the line. Once you are doing that, it's for the satisfaction that you get. It's for a high that you get with that. And with that, if you don't focus, start crunching onto these small things like ego, competitions, what they feel, what they look, you are not going to be successful. You have one focus. This is one pain that my customer base of this niche has, and I want to solve it. And do only that. Then you are successful. If that is not there, then first thing, desire, you are not good to be a founder. You should not be building up the applications. You should not be build up a SaaS. Stop it, drop it, finish it.
Okay, that's really a reality check.
Yes, it's a real blunt reality check.
Yes.
You should be doing something only if you know who the market is and you are sure that these people. So there is a saying in the startup domain. What I normally suggest to my startup people, founders are: have you spoken to at least 15 or 20 people who have this problem? Have you told them what you're trying to build? And have they told that they're ready, at least in a mail they confirmed that yes, if something like this is built, I am ready to pay this kind of money for you.
Yeah.
If you don't have that much of commitment from anybody, then your idea is not working.
Yeah.
You should understand this is the wrong thing you're doing.
Okay.
This is the thing you should be doing even before thinking of hiring somebody to do your MVP. Even before you put the MVP structure on the page, you should be doing this thing before. Founders are supposed to be talking to customers, and only talking to customers. They are not the guys who should be building applications. They are not the guys who should be looking at how AI can help them build their SaaS.
Okay.
That's the wrong thought process, wrong mindset. Just think over, if you're working in an organization, what is your hourly pay that you will be getting? And always, every hour you spend on managing a development team or creating the drawings for MVP or trying to build the MVP with AI or trying to learn programming to do MVP, multiply it by the hourly rate. You should better be working somewhere and earning that money and giving it to somebody who is expert in that. He will be doing it better for you and will be cheaper for you. And if you are not even worth the developer's time, then you should not be getting into a startup mode. You don't have any values in that. You cannot sell this, you cannot grow this, your mindset is very small. If you yourself don't have a bigger mindset, how do you think you can sell something to people who have a bigger mindset than you? At least if not money, your mindset should match with those guys. You should start talking the way they talk. You should start understanding what they talk. Then only you can go and sell. Else it doesn't work out.
That's a great perspective to work on. So simplicity is actually a competitive edge.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, yes.
So why is it a big deal to launch fastly while you are building a startup? Many of them may feel like that they are rushing too fast to launch this.
Exactly. So what happens? Have you ever thought that the first thing that you get in front of your eyes, within your hands, is the thing that's going to attract you?
Yes.
And someone puts a brochure telling that 10 months down the lane you're going to get something like this. Would you be waiting 10 months for that, or will you purchase it what's available offhand?
Obviously.
Obviously. You would be doing the same when you walk into a grocery shop or walk in to buy a phone. Now Apple is telling next year is going to launch you a great version of phones. Will you wait for 1 year to purchase? Or do you purchase one today and next year you feel again, you purchase it again?
Yes.
That's what happens. Unless you launch faster, your learning doesn't start. In startups, what happens? Startup is a journey of learning. Right from day one, when the idea popped in your mind, and till the day you start making money out of it. It's always learning. And where does this learning from? Where do you learn from? You don't learn from books. You learn from actual customers. By talking to the customers who actually pay you money for using a service, using a product.
Yeah.
And if you want to start learning earlier, you should start launch earlier.
Yes.
The earlier you launch, the earlier you start. With the minimum thing you launch, you start learning from that. You don't waste time building things that is not needed to him. Rather, you spend this quality time building things that the customer needs. So that's the reason we always say MVP should not go more than 42 days.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
If you're building an MVP more than 42 days with a team, with a big team there, then it means you are doing things that actually the customer may not need. If you're very lucky, you are within the lucky groups of people who don't die even if getting hit by bullets, then that's a different thing. Else, the normal people, you are killing yourself. You are killing your product, you are killing your money, you are killing your time. You're building something that nobody needs. It's like the story I told you earlier, the biscuits. It was nicely made thing, very high protein thing, quality thing, good taste, good smell. But if the dog doesn't like it, then all money you have gone down the drain.
Yes.
You can't do anything with that. Same way, if you don't launch it faster, your learning is expanding. You are delaying your learning time, and that's one of the reasons for that is because of the fear of judgment.
Yeah.
Someone will tell me now this is wrong, and I will drop it and start going to work again somewhere. Whereas I'm taking money from my friends and family and I'm using it.
The fear of starting over.
Yes.
Okay. So the real value kicks in when you ship the product.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You start knowing the real value, what I am worth for.
Yeah. So after the launch, what will be most surprising to the founders once the users start interacting with their product? What will be the most surprising thing the founders will find?
Now I'll take a step back here. If the MVP was nicely made, if the product or service that you're doing has a real problem and you are targeting the real niche with a proper marketing, then when you get in customers, the one of the major things that hits you on your head with a big bar of iron is they don't want the features that you built.
Okay.
You spend hours, not hours, basically months doing that, creating, expecting that they will need it, they don't need them.
That must be humbling.
Yes. The second thing is, they are requesting unbelievable things.
Okay.
We never dreamt of in the life, the customers are requesting those. The third and most most things that make us drop dead on the road is, they're using it in a totally different way that we expected them to use.
Okay.
We created an application for something else, they're using it a different way. The perspective is totally different. This is what normally hits the founders right on their head and they feel dizzy, really dizzy, or they go into a coma after saying this thing. Because the months they spend building up these features, nobody wants it.
Okay, so can I ask, how does it happen?
It happens because you have spent a lot of months, many months building this, adding on unwanted features here and there, never talking to a customer. As I mentioned earlier, you should start talking to your niche customers before you start building.
Okay.
And only take the feedback from them and keep it in a file. Don't every day keep on changing your workflow, your process, your application. Don't do that. You are taught a pain area, you're building something small for that pain area. First build it, give it to them. In between all the feedbacks you take, you implement the feedbacks only that come from paying customers one. Number two, implement them only if more than 70% of your paying customers are saying the same thing again and again. Don't just implement that just because one guy is telling you. Never do that, because that is his habit. He will keep on telling you more. So if you can take care of these things, then you will not be coming into a situation I mentioned about getting into a coma or putting somebody hitting on your head and saying all the money you are dropped into this. 80% is waste. Only 20%, if your customers are right, is useful. What a pain it is. Just think over. You have taken the money from all your family and friends and invested that. All your savings they invested in. Then you find it's all useless. This is what hits a lot of customers. It's not the blame on the customers. It's not the blame on the developers. It's the blame on the founder. He is not matured enough to find what's the right thing you need to do, number one. And more than that, he is not matured enough to take critical objections, critical suggestions, critical advices from actual customers. He takes it from his friends, someone whom you have found the bar. You take suggestions from it, this is what you're going to get. It will all be junk.
Yeah. You should always take the feedbacks carefully.
And also from the actual paying customers. Because someone who pays, he knows the pain.
Yes.
He has the pain, he knows the pain, then he can tell you what he needs. If someone doesn't pay, he's trying to put in suggestions that he thinks is good.
Yes.
He has no idea of that.
Yeah.
Always take from actual paying customers. That's why I'll tell all my founders, have at least 150 to 200 paying customers and then you validate your idea. As your customer base increases from 20 to 30, slowly things that you feel and suggested by all of them, you can keep on plugging in new features or functionality, but don't do everything. And by the time you have 200, you exactly know what they need. You exactly know how much they are paying, what they're ready to pay in the long term, and that's the time when you should be going for funding.
Yes.
You can show them some ARR. Else, what you can show them? Your guesses or some Excel sheets with some numbers. That's guesswork.
Okay, the gap between the builder's perspective and the user's behavior seems to be fascinating to me. So once the MVP is live, how can we decide what to build next?
That's a very simple question, basically. The first question to your question is, who are you building for?
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, what do they want? Number three, what are they using in what you built for? What feature they are using? How many times they are using? What features they are bypassing and going after first use? If you have these analytics built up from your application, you exactly know what someone needs and run these analytics only for the paid customers. Then you know exactly what needs. This is the best way to differentiate what is to be done and what's the next feature that we need to build.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about the failure for a moment.
Now,
Sometimes founders do everything right. Launch early, keep it simple, collect feedback, but still the MVP doesn't kick off. So,
yes,
what's going wrong there?
the blame is on the founder.
Okay.
After all, there are 2-3 reasons why it doesn't work out. One is the itch that's being created by solving this problem is very minor. And this is not a regular problem. It happens occasionally for the customers.
Okay.
So it's not a major thing that they want to solve. It's occasional thing. Yes, they must have tried out of curiosity for once, but it didn't give that much itch for them. So that is because there are 2 reasons for this. Either your pain that you understood is not a real pain, that is regular, and it's really painful. It can be something that happens once in a blue moon. Nobody will take something for that.
Yeah.
Secondly, you are talking to the wrong niche of people.
Okay.
There may be pain, but you are talking to the wrong people. You are showcasing the wrong people. These problems occur because you don't do a basic documentation research on what the pain is, break it down into what we say in the consulting mode says, break down any problem into why and 5 whys. You ask the same 5 times and the end result which you get is the real problem. Above that, what you get is superficials.
Okay.
You can't build a business by solving superficial problems. You can build a business by solving so ask real 5 whys and the answer you get, if it is the right why answer, then you can build that. Else don't go for that. You're wasting your money, time, effort, and everybody's peace of mind along with your family and friends also.
Yeah. So the pain we are focusing on must be a priority to the customers.
It's not a priority, it must be a deep priority.
Yeah.
It's a very great priority for them. There must be a real pain.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we have covered a lot of grounds today about how to build an MVP, where to start, how to collect the feedback.
Where to stop?
Yeah, where
The
to
most
stop,
important thing.
obviously. Where to stop. And coming to the conclusion, what would be the mindset you want the founders to have before starting an MVP, building their MVP?
Understand the pain. Try to know if it's a real one by talking to their customers. Launch the earliest you can with the minimum thing that can solve this particular problem.
Okay.
No bells, no whistles, no add-ons, no features, no analytics, no reports. Build this, test it in the market, put it into the water, see how much it holds on, how many customers starts paying you, and if these customers pay you the next month and the next month, these are the real customers, they have the pain, they have the problem, then listen to them, take their feedback seriously, implement it. Simple.
Okay.
Don't beat around the bush. Don't try to make yourself as a big founder. There are a lot of people who are doing things which nobody wants. Build slow. keep the same team because they understand the logic, they understand what needs to be done. They will carry on with you till you grow into $1 billion company.
Okay. So simplicity is the key.
That is, simplicity is always the key across the world, everywhere. Only thing, we have made complications in our life, we have made complications in our work, we have made complications in the equipments that we use. We don't need all these things. We need very simple things that can solve my problem. If one tablet can release my pain, this is what I need. I don't need 10 vitamins and 15 tablets along with that. I don't need that. That's an add-on that happens after I get accustomed to using it and solving the problem. Then I need add-on things, not in the initial stages. That's what it is. So any founders, take care of that you do it nice, short, sweet and simple so that your customer base can understand you. They can try using it and solving their problems. They can get the emotional feeling by solving their problems and they will stay with you for long. And this stage, you start growing, you start accelerating, getting funds and building your business and scaling. You think about those things at this stage. Make sure you have a great team who understands your chemistry, who matches with that, whose core values and your core values match. Very important thing. These are the people you should hang on to and continue with them for a long time. Have a great time. You feel you need any support into MVP or where should I break my MVP? Who my ICP is? If you need to know more, learn more, connect with me directly. We can have a one-to-one. We can work it out. We can support you there. Have a great time and great wishes for growing your startup fast, launching quickly and earning money faster than that.